Surprisingly, ghosts do quite well against zealots. Like they do a chunk, man. Like stalkers, I probably should have went stalkers when I saw the ghost, and I try to use the stalkers to focus fire them. But look at that. It's 22 damage versus light. That's like pretty friggin' decent. So I get a 4th gateway because I'm going high temps, and I'd rather have the 4th gateway than getting, like, let's say, Colossus or something. Yeah, Colossus would work quite well against Marines, but what I like about Storms is if you get, like, a big Marine ball, let's say, like a good, like, 20-30 Marines, they can't even dodge it, you know? Like, you storm and they're dead, like, instantly. Colossus, they can go, oh, a Colossus. You weaken like, let's say 5 or 6 Marines with the Colossus and they just run away. You know? The thing about Storms is you storm behind them or on them and they're pretty much there. Anyway, back to the game. So he's just reinforcing this. He has a large army back at home that he's sending in another 2 ghosts, and I'm wondering what I can do. I'm trying to think, how am I going to beat even just this, let alone what's coming, you know? I have about 20 seconds to pull some High Templar shenanigans, and they don't even have enough energy for some storms. So I figure, hey, stall as long as I can. I noticed all of those guys were down there, so I sneaked those 2 zealots up the ramp. So I got 5 or so zealots, some high temps, and I'm hoping I can do something. And I notice he's attacking my probes, and my probes actually see the player down there for a little, so I'm like, oh, so he has reinforcements. He's gonna be pushing up real soon. And this was actually off of a hunch, as I did not know he was there. I just used the sentry to force field, and what he made a big crucial mistake was this. He made a big ball, and then he ran right in the ramp, and oh my god, it was just destruction from there. Like, units lost wise, he was destroying me. Like, he probably had a good like 700 or 1,000 over me, and now it's like even, very even. And the longer my high temps are around, the less and less effective all of these guys are going to be. Like, ghosts die decently quick to storms because they only have like 100 HP or something. And my zealots are trying to chase down his marines, get a few free hits. He was about to turn around, actually. That was pretty close. But he just has, oh, he has a command center. He's trying to expand, which this is what a lot of lower level players shouldn't do, is once you lose your entire army, expand. Yes, it's good to expand because, yeah, you're low on minerals and you're kind of desperate, but what you should have done was realize that your army was massively ahead, and what you should have done was just take your army back, get your command center and factories, build up a mech army, because mech does infinitely better against High Templars than infantry, and expand, you know? Like, he would have been safe. He would have had this army plus the massive army he had. He would have had twice this. Like, he would have had a large ball of ghosts and marines, and until the siege tanks and stuff came, he would have been fine, you know? It would have actually been like difficult for me to take that down. Even with storms, it's hard to take down like a massive amount of units, you know? And so I start pushing out. I think, hey, I better do something soon, and I was running on my last few mineral patches as well as him, so I went for an expand because we both did, because we were kind of screwed. But the important thing was that he went for 2 more factories, and he went for siege tanks. Very, very expensive siege tanks and very expensive factories with tech labs. So he scanned perfectly. He has like serious mental capabilities of like gauging time and distance and like movement speed, because he just went, hey, I'll just scan here, you know? And I don't think, yeah, he never spotted my pylon. So I go in for my death push. He got 2 siege tanks. He has 2 siege tanks. But I just rush in, right? And I'm storming like a madman. I'm like, storm, storm. And I kill all of his guys. And what creeps me out is what he says in a second or so. Wait for it. Well done. Well done. That creeps me right the hell out. I said thank you, but what I was really saying was creepy, because it almost seemed like he was just like entertained by the fact that I won. He was just like, well done, slave. I will give you your next test tomorrow. Be prepared. You know what I mean? Like he's like this big master, and he's just like, well done. And then he leaves like without saying GG or anything. Like it's a pretty decent game for gold, you know? Like for a gold league game, I thought it was pretty intense. Like if you're playing, it's pretty intense. Obviously from a watching point of view, it isn't the most intense high-level MLG gameplay on the planet. And obviously I'm going to be doing like higher level play in the future, as I'm not this horrible anymore. I'm not this noob getting Immortals versus Marines. But yeah, and this was my first commentary for StarCraft 2, so I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and if you have any comments or suggestions or things I could improve, maybe my camera skills are bad, or I should play around more with the thing in the top left that shows you all the different things. It's like the station or something, I don't know what they call it. And maybe you could like request me some games. I could like set up, well, I do have a second email. I could post my second email, and you could suggest games for me to commentate. I want to feel like I have my own style of commentary, though. I'm probably going to be doing the campaign, and I'll probably record a lot of the campaign on like Brutal or something. And I'll probably also do some tutorials for lower level players. Once in a while I'll just do some fun stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It is my first game, so my commentary will probably improve. Same with the quality and all that stuff of the video. And I probably shouldn't roll on forever after the game's done. I'm just kind of doing this once because it's my first game. And thanks. I guess I'll see you guys. Peace.